Imagine a place where you can live like a king with just a few dollars in your pocket, a country so rich in history and culture that it seems to have leaped straight from the pages of 1001 Nights. Welcome to Uzbekistan, the hidden gem of Central Asia. While most tourist destinations around the world are becoming increasingly unaffordable, this small country of 35 million inhabitants stands out as the cheapest place on the planet. Yes, you heard that right. In Uzbekistan, you can enjoy a luxurious experience for a fraction of the cost you would pay elsewhere. But don't be fooled by the affordability. This country is much more than just an opportunity to save money. Here you will encounter a cultural heritage that dates back to the times of the Mongol empires and the Silk Roads, where Persian, Arab, and Soviet influences merge in a stunning symphony of colors, flavors, and traditions, from ancient cities filled with towering mosques and mausoleums to the breathtaking landscapes of mountains and deserts. Uzbekistan is a true treasure waiting to be discovered. Uzbekistan, officially known as the Republic of Uzbekistan, is one of the main countries in Central Asia, covering an area of approximately 448,000 square kilometers. The country is quite extensive, but due to deserts and mountains, not all parts are suitable for human habitation. The capital Tashkent is the most popular city in Uzbekistan and often serves as the initial destination for visitors. Tashkent was a significant commercial center, especially during the Soviet era, being the third most popular Soviet city, after Moscow and St. Petersburg. Today, it is home to approximately 3 million residents. Uzbekistan is a country rich in gold, and this is not a metaphor. This small, Central Asian country is the world's fourth largest gold producer, with an active mining industry across its territory. But Uzbekistan's natural wealth is not limited to precious metals. The region also boasts significant underground treasures, including substantial uranium reserves, a strategic and valuable resource. This vast array of mineral resources makes Uzbekistan an attractive destination for investors and companies interested in exploiting its reserves. Moreover, Uzbekistan's fertile land is so productive that the country ranks fifth in the world for cotton production. This crop is a cornerstone of the local economy, employing thousands of workers and generating significant revenue for the country. But the list of Uzbekistan's natural resources doesn't stop there. The country also has considerable reserves of natural gas, oil, and coal, which are exploited and used both for domestic consumption and export. This diversity of raw materials gives Uzbekistan a strategic position in the global energy landscape. A curious fact about Uzbekistan is that despite its location in the heart of Central Asia, it is a landlocked country. This is because, until a few decades ago, Uzbekistan bordered the Aral Sea, a vast body of water that was considered the fourth largest lake in the world. The Aral Sea was a true inland sea fed by the Amu Darya and Sur Darya rivers. Its impressive expanse, reaching 68,000 square kilometers, made this body of water known and revered for centuries by local populations. However, starting in the 1960s, an environmental tragedy began to unfold. The diversion of the rivers feeding the Aral Sea for cotton irrigation led to a gradual drying and shrinking of this immense freshwater reserve. Today, what remains of the former Aral Sea is just a shadow of its former self. Its waters have receded drastically, leaving behind a desolate landscape of salt flats and an exposed seabed filled with toxic residues. When we look back a few centuries, it becomes evident that this country was once the most popular center of life in Central Asia. Traders considered it a central point between China and Europe, at the heart of the legendary Silk Road, where commerce thrived, and cultural interactions were common. This wealth and prominence attracted the attention of great rulers throughout the centuries. Names like Alexander the Great and Genghis Khan left their mark on Uzbekistan, although not always benevolently. The Mongols in particular, plundered and deeply destroyed this land, leaving scars that can still be seen today. But it wasn't all dark times after the Mongols. The great ruler Timurda the region, bringing a new chapter of splendor. Timur was an enthusiast of art and culture and brought scholars and philosophers from many parts of the world to Samarkand to ensure cultural development in the region. During Timur's reign, masterpieces of Islamic architecture were erected in Uzbekistan, such as the majestic Registan Madrasa in Samarkand, recognized by UNESCO as one of the first constructions of its kind in Central Asia. This Islamic atmosphere and cultural richness remain preserved to this day. After the dissolution of the Soviet Union in 1991, Uzbekistan finally achieved full independence. Since then, the Uzbek people have taken pride in their history and traditions, working to preserve this unique legacy that dates back to the times of great trade routes and empires that dominated this strategic region. Uzbekistan is bordered by Turkmenistan, Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan, Kazakhstan, and Afghanistan. Despite many believing that this proximity to Afghanistan might pose a security risk, the truth is that Uzbekistan is considered one of the safest countries in the region. Thanks to a policy of stability and control, the Uzbek government has managed to maintain order and tranquility within its borders, and the best part comes now. If you love traveling and are on a tight budget, know that with just a few dollars in your pocket, you can live like a true king in Uzbekistan. Believe it or not, life in this fantastic country is incredibly affordable, offering a luxurious experience at amazing prices. Imagine staying in a beautiful 5-star hotel in the city of Samarkand with nightly rates costing less than $50, or enjoying a gourmet meal in a local restaurant for just $10 per person. Even tours and tourist attractions are surprisingly affordable, with tickets rarely exceeding $5 or $10. This combination of safety and low cost of living makes Uzbekistan a truly irresistible destination for travelers seeking a unique and unforgettable experience. Here you can explore freely, without worrying about exorbitant expenses, and immerse yourself in an ancient culture that seems to have stayed on the margins of the modern world. If you're interested in visiting this fantastic nation, you'll be pleased to know that most nationalities can enter Uzbekistan for tourism without facing visa issues. However, if you plan to stay for an extended period or work in Uzbekistan, you will need to obtain a residence permit and a work permit. Despite the ease of visiting this country, one aspect that may be considered a downside for many is the language barrier. Uzbek is the official and predominant language spoken by about 85% of the population. However, Russian is also widely used, especially in urban areas and sectors like government and business. Therefore, having some basic knowledge of Russian can be very helpful during your stay. Regarding religion, the vast majority of Uzbeks follow Islam, with the Sunni branch being predominant. This Islamic influence is visible in various aspects of the culture, from the architecture of the mosques to the customs and traditions of the people. However, it's important to note that Uzbek society has a stronger inclination towards Russian culture than Arab culture due to its history of integration with the Soviet Union. This blend of influences between Islam and Soviet heritage gives Uzbekistan a unique and fascinating cultural identity. Exploring this country will allow you to encounter a reality that challenges your preconceived notions, diving into a truly immersive and transformative experience. As soon as you set foot in the country, I'm sure the first things that will catch your attention are the local markets, the bazaars, and undoubtedly, the famous Uzbek bread. These delicious and iconic products of the national cuisine are a true obsession for the people of this country. Traditional Uzbek bread is baked in wood-fired clay ovens in a process that involves impressive skill and dexterity. You can observe the bakers leaning into these ovens with agile and precise movements to place and retrieve the bread with masterful skill. These breads come in a variety of shapes and textures, from flat and circular to those with savory fillings, and the good news is that they all cost less than $1 each. Uzbek cuisine is known for its meat dishes served with rice. Uzbeks drink tea throughout the day, especially black and green tea with lemon. And they also enjoy horse meat and the famous kumis, which ferment berries. Milk and meat are widely appreciated in this country. For around just $3 you can enjoy a high-quality shish kebab. Even better, in the markets, vendors offer free samples of their products as soon as they make eye contact with you. This shows their confidence in the quality of their products and aims to attract customers by offering these delicious samples. The Uzbek people are known for their warm and welcoming hospitality. From the moment you set foot on Uzbek soil, you will be greeted with sincere smiles and a sense of community that surprises and delights visitors. This hospitable nature is deeply rooted in the culture and values of the people. For Uzbeks, warmly welcoming outsiders is a sacred tradition, a way to honor their roots and share their ancient heritage. Additionally, Uzbeks are known for their resilience and determination. After all, they have survived centuries of foreign domination, wars, and political transformations, always preserving their essence and dignity. This strength of character is reflected in their serene demeanor, their daily labor, and their ability to keep alive the traditions that define them as a people. When planning your trip to Uzbekistan, keep in mind that the country experiences a continental climate with hot, dry summers and cold winters. Temperatures can vary dramatically, exceeding 40 degrees Celsius during the day in summer and dropping below 0 degrees in winter. The best months to visit Uzbekistan are generally between August and November, when the weather is milder and more pleasant. During this period, you can enjoy sunny days and cool nights, ideal for exploring the country's main attractions. As for the cities you must visit, some stand out for their fabulous architecture. Samarkand, for example, is a true architectural gem, with its Register Square and stunning Islamic monuments. Bukhara is known for its well-preserved historic center, featuring mosques, madrasas, and caravanserais that harken back to the golden age of the Silk Road. Another city worth visiting is Khiva, a true relic of the past with its walls and mud brick buildings that seem frozen in time. Here you can wander through narrow streets and feel the magical atmosphere of a medieval city. And now here's a fact that will intrigue you: despite the majority of the population following Islam, alcohol consumption in Uzbekistan is completely unrestricted. There are no restrictions on alcoholic beverages, so you can enjoy them freely in nightclubs and other venues. People in Uzbekistan love to have fun, and nightclubs, especially on weekends, are packed with those seeking good vibes and pleasant nights. Before I forget, it's worth mentioning that the capital Tashkent still bears the scars of the devastating earthquake it experienced in 1966. On that fateful day, the city was struck by a 7.5 magnitude earthquake that left a trail of destruction and tragedy. It is estimated that over 300,000 people were left homeless, with thousands of buildings, homes, and infrastructure reduced to rubble. It was a dark moment in Uzbekistan's history, requiring the mobilization of all resources to aid the population and begin the arduous process of rebuilding. But as a true symbol of resilience, Tashkent rose from the ashes. In the following years, the government and the people worked tirelessly to build a new city, more modern and planned on the ruins of the past. New neighborhoods, avenues, and buildings were constructed incorporating advanced engineering techniques to ensure the population's safety. Today, Tashkent is a vibrant metropolis that bears the marks of this reconstruction but also displays the energy and dynamism of capital in constant evolution. Its residents celebrate overcoming this challenge and their ability to reinvent themselves in the face of adversity. When we take an overall look at the cost of living in Uzbekistan, it's easy to understand that life here is extremely affordable, especially when compared to other tourist destinations around the world. However, it's important to be aware that some aspects, such as rental prices, have seen a slight increase in recent years. Starting with accommodation rental prices in Tashkent, the capital ranges from $300 to $550 per month for a one-bedroom apartment in a central area. This price range can be a bit higher than in other cities of the country due to the increasing number of Russians looking to settle in Uzbekistan. In smaller cities like Samarkand and Bukhara, rents are even more affordable, sometimes as low as $190 per month for similar accommodations. This difference in costs between regions is something to consider when planning your trip. Regarding basic utility costs, such as water, electricity, and internet, you can expect to pay between $20 and $50 per month, depending on your consumption and the location of your accommodation. When it comes to food, the costs are surprisingly low. A meal at a local restaurant can cost between $3 and $10 per person, while a meal at a more upscale establishment might be $20 or $30. Additionally, local markets and bazaars offer a wide variety of fresh and delicious products at unbeatable prices. So hopefully you did enjoy the video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment down below. Also, don't forget to subscribe and turn on the bell icon for more videos like this one. We will see you in the next video. Thank you.